Hello. This episode is a sister show to the Untitled Film Podcast new episode in which they reviewed Michael J. Fox's Teen Wolf, released in 1985. I spoke to Lee before they recorded, and we come up with a good idea of doing a double bonus episode. So Mike and Lee will review the film while I will review the soundtrack. No, I won't review the soundtrack. I've never reviewed a soundtrack. I will play the soundtrack while splurting shit intravenously throughout the episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode, or you want to listen to a podcast where people know what they're talking about and do awesome film reviews, go and subscribe to the Untitled Film Podcast. They're on episode 7 as of recording. And yeah, brilliant. It's just like a chat between a couple of lads, and they know a lot about films, but they don't necessarily make you feel inadequate or come across as smug or anything. I'm rambling. But hey, I've had half a bottle of rum this evening, so I don't give a shit. Let's get this episode on the roll. Go.
Sat so quietly there in the candlelight, and every strand of her hair was so beautiful. I can't believe she was only a dream tonight. I can't believe I won't see her again. Wishing she'd return. I searched the clubs, the cafes, and the boulevard, but every blonde on display is a neon doll. They're all so flashy and trashy and try too hard. I can't believe you were only a dream. Baby, please return. Desperate now, I don't know how to find you. There's someone who is hiding you. I wish I knew where that could be. I'm knocking down each door in town to find you. I see your face, that empty space. Oh no, this can't happen to me.
Teen Wolf was released in 1985. The reason I know this is because if you try and Google any information about Teen Wolf when you're doing your research, it comes up with the 2011 shitty TV series all the fucking time. So the only way you can find information about the film is if you Google Teen Wolf 1985, so I remember what fucking year it got released on. We follow high school student Scott Howard, who is a proper dweeb and really shit at basketball. He's really struggling at school. Girls don't like him, and apparently the head teacher doesn't like him. Unfortunately, Scott's got a crush on the most popular girl at school, and even more unfortunately, she's in a relationship with the star player of Scott's rival basketball team. And to make it even worse, this dude is a fully grown man. And Michael J. Fox, as we know, is a forever child. Like Michael Jackson in a way. But less touchy-feely.
Push it up! All right, set it up. It's not going too well, is it?
What do you expect, Thorne? Look at the sneakers those guys are wearing. If our guys had sneakers like that, there's no telling what they could do.
We're all open! Jump in!
fat kid's got a great arm.
Over here! Pass it!
Forget it, dork!
Some hero waiting for my ship to come ashore. I stood empty-handed, like a seagull stranded, watching all the other seagulls soar. I was slowly losing hope, twisting frayed ends of a rope in a suicidal fantasy. I was going to extremes, losing sight of all my dreams again. I never thought I'd win. I was blinded by the pain, running wild through the rain in a parody of ecstasy. I was inches from the edge, fingers clinging to the ledge again. I never thought I'd win. Win in the end. I'm gonna win in the end. Win in the end. I'm gonna win in the end. Got to keep my cool. I'm not the fool everyone expects to play me for. Why don't we change the pattern? Steal a ring from Saturn, forge myself into a man of war. I'm equal to the task. I won't hide behind a mask. What you see is what you'll get from me. I'm stronger than they think. They can force me to the brink again. But now I know I'll win. Win in the end. I'm gonna win in the end. Win in the end. I'm gonna win in the end. I was still the thunder, rolling out from under every cloud that's flashing in the sky. Like a true defender, I will not surrender. Why should I lie down for them and die? I am equal to the task. I won't hide behind the mask. What you see is what you'll get from me. I'm stronger than they think. They can force me to the brink again. But now I know I'll win.
So Scott's changing. His best friend Styles tries to get him to rob a liquor store with a fake gun, because that's what friends do. And they get a keg of beer and go to a party and get absolutely fucked. And he ends up in the closet with one of his other best friends, Booth. Now, she's a nerdy girl who quite likes Scott, but Scott doesn't really notice because she's a nerd, and nerds aren't cool, not as cool as blonde girls, you know? And then they end up locked up in a cupboard, and he gets proper turned on and runs away, and then has a good old time in the bathroom, and his dad catches him.
I'd like a keg of beer, please.
You don't say.
Yeah, how much is that?
Here ain't ID, Sonny. You little bastards just won't give up, will you? Listen, no ID, no goddamn beer. Can't you get that through your thick skull?
Give me a keg of beer. bar full of cotton candy. I'm big, fluffy, and soft. Girl, don't you leave me with crumbs in my whiskers. Must be a few sweets left. Girl, can't you see that the wolf's still hungry?
You know I'm hungry too.
Jesus Christ, Dad, an explanation. Look at me.
Of course, Scott's turning into a werewolf, because that's the whole shtick of the film, really. So Scott thinks it's a good idea to tell his friend Styles.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, Big Brother always keeps a stash out here for emergencies.
Listen, Styles. I gotta talk to you about something because it's making me nuts.
Yeah, well, I hear you, but if it's that intense, I'll need a solid buzz to think clearly.
Well, look, I wouldn't even mention it to you except that I gotta talk to someone.
Wait a minute, are you gonna tell me you're a fag? I mean, if you're gonna tell me you're a fag, I don't think I can handle it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm a werewolf.
Where would that scumbag keep it? Scotty?
Styles, it's me.
Can you do that anytime you want?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I just did. But see, sometimes it happens when I don't want it to.
What can I say? You're beautiful. Hey, what can a teen wolf do?
I can smell what you're looking for.
The stash? Well, no, I checked there.
Styles. This is just between you and me, okay?
Yeah, TW. Look at you. TW, you're gonna be glad that you came to me with this. Yes, because with the right angles, man, we're gonna turn this into something monstrous.
Dressing in the window, but not dressed yet.
The whole secret eventually gets out, as it would do. But it turns out that Scott in wolf form is an actual badass at basketball. Who'd have thought it? Like, when I say badass, I mean Michael Jordan badass. And this gives him, like, unfound popularity. And the blonde chick starts liking him. Of course, because he's badass at basketball. He's hairy as fuck. But unfortunately, he ditches all his old mates for his new mates. That stereotypical storyline. And he takes a hot blonde chick bowling. That's one thing I did learn from this film, is if you pull a hot blonde chick, take her bowling, they love it.
Just a glance can drive me to distraction. Can't you see I need some satisfaction?
Okay. Did you know he was gonna be here?
We had such a nice day together, Scott. Don't spoil it.
Okay. Got it. Nice, good, okay. Good form. Nice approach. Boy, that was nice form. Okay. Press the ball. Okay. Tucking your tummy. That's good. Okay. Handle up, handle it. Here we go. You ready? Okay.
Hey, that's my girl. Don't touch her again.
She's my day tonight, pal.
You don't scare me, freak. Underneath all that hair, you're still a dork, Scott. I've handled your kind before. Your mama used to steal chickens out of the backyard till I blew her head off with a shotgun. Right, Scott?
French fries all over. First my clothes catch on fire, then my car hits a tree. You might think it's a big catastrophe, just seems normal to me. Always looking on the bright side, isn't that the way to be? You might say that's a sign of lunacy, just comes natural to me. Uncle Sam is coming, Russia's red, white, and blue. So the president's lost a screw or two, ain't a thing we can do. Time to settle back, enjoy it, crack a pack of bourbon and brew. So the world's looking clothes catch on fire, then my car hits a tree. You might think it's a big catastrophe, just seems normal to me. Always looking on the bright side, isn't that the way it be? You might say that's a sign of lunacy, just comes natural to me. You gotta go with the flow, Joe. I know. No matter what, it's a hell of a show. That's right. Just take it easy and slow, Joe. Way to go. Way to go.
What's better than going to the spring dance on your own? Going to the spring dance on your own as a wolf. Scott fucks his best friend Booth off and goes to the dance on his own and acts a complete cunt for the whole time. She gets really pissed off and eventually pulls him out into the hallway and gives him a kiss. Turns him back into his normal human self. Yeah, so pulled two birds in 1 week. Not so geeky now, is he? No.
No point in resting a kill, cause you won't be standing.
He never did take Booth bowling though.
Make it rock and roll till the walls fall down. What you shake it. You gotta take it, shake it, don't your heart break it. Make it rock and roll, ain't no can this love. Come on, shake it. We're passing the limit and nobody's inside. Thank God it's Saturday night. There's no one holding us back. We're gonna crash that sugar shack. Oh yeah, we'll take it, shake it, baby, earthquake it. Make it rock and roll till the walls fall down. We have to shake it. Don't your heart break it, make it rock and roll, ain't no can this love. Come on, shake it.
Funny how sometimes life just changes overnight. Magically everything you do turns out so right. Just like that, you pull rabbits out of your hat. You're like a charm that even wizards can't explain. How you make rainbows from a single drop of rain. Who can say it's a trick you learn how to play? When you're shooting for the moon and finally make it, guess a lucky star is shining on you. The say there's really nothing to it. Maybe I can do it too. Who would believe one day you'd learn to walk on air? Everyone said no way, you haven't got a prayer. Click your heels.
I did enjoy watching this film again. It was just fun, nice and simple. Don't expect too much. And I think you'll enjoy it. I think there's a definite moral to the story. If you pull a hot chick, take a bowl in. And yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening. If you like this, click subscribe in your favourite podcast app. You can find us on Twitter at jump_cancel, on Facebook as Jump Cancel, YouTube as Jump Cancel, on Instagram as jump_cancel_podcast. We're on Podbean at podbean.com/Jump Cancel. And if you'd like to support the show, please visit Patreon at patreon.com/Jump Cancel, because every little helps pay for the running of this podcast. And while you're at it, please go over and subscribe to the Untitled Film Podcast. As I say, they're on their 7th episode. They've had some awesome films they've talked about: Total Recall, Demolition Man, Die Hard, The Frighteners, a couple of bonus commentaries like Starship Troopers, Ready Player One. Yeah, so go and give them a listen. Make sure you subscribe to them, subscribe to us, spread the love, tell everybody to come and listen to these, because we enjoy the fact that people enjoy what we're doing. So just seeing listening figures is enough for us, and there's enough inspiration to keep going. I'm really babbling now. But yeah, go Team Wolf. Yeah.
Styles, where the hell did you get this?
Hey, Harry's used cars, man. We traded in the Nova. Even swap.
Swat, get out of here. How much extra did you pay for this?
It's an even swap. For certain consideration. Looky here.
Styles.
Hey, surf's up?
Yeah, surf is definitely up. Well, let's go pick up Lewis, okay? What? Styles, come on, what is it with Lewis? He's avoiding me, right? He's scaring me.
Look, man, we got some fine new wheels, we got some good tunes, and a total disregard for public safety.
You're right, okay, let's go.
All right,
Surf's
baby.
up. Wait a minute. These waves are mine.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody'd be surfing like California. You see them wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy blonde hair, surfing USA. You'll catch them surfing at Ventura County line. Surfing USA. We'll all be planning out a route real soon. We're waxing down our surfboard. We can't wait for June. We'll all be gone for the summer. We're on safari to stay. Tell the teacher we're surfing USA. And your knees and inside, outside, Pacific Palisades.
I really couldn't fit everything I wanted to into this episode. The soundtrack's so short, but there's a lot of things I wanted to say. I didn't get to really fit them anywhere because I tried to make my episodes like pleasing to the ear, almost like background music. So I didn't really want to do a lot of talking. But yeah, hey ho, it come out alright. I enjoyed it. I'm half cooked and I'm ready for bed, so I should probably head there round about now. As you can hear, my voice is getting croaky. Lovely. But yeah, definitely go and get over to listen to the other podcast that sisters this, the Untitled Film Podcast. They're good at their shit, so just go and listen. Let's get back to the Beach Boys, baby. So stay tuned to Jump Cancel Podcast for more random shows. As people know, I'm having a baby like in a week or two, so my shows are going to slow down a lot, but I've got some ideas in the pipeline that I'd like to work on, so over the next year, I'll be back on track. So keep subscribed. I'm not going anywhere, even if I don't put stuff out. There'll definitely be one show a month. Anyway, Beach Boys.
I hope the camera's rolling.
Hello, it's me again. I just wanted to say a few words at the end of this episode. I've just sat and listened to the Untitled Film Podcast review of Teen Wolf. And after listening to them discuss the film, I thought it'd be a good idea to add my own actual thoughts of Teen Wolf and the soundtrack, rather than just my stupid, drunken ramblings that you actually got. When I was younger, I remember getting this from the video shop as a double. It was Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2 in one box. I can't remember if it was 2 tapes or 1 tape, but I remember watching them both back to back and preferring the first one. And I had a bit of a Michael J. Fox thing going on with all the... Oh yeah, this music's badass. This is from Teen Wolf 2, actually. I had a bit of a Michael J. Fox thing going on with all the Back to the Future films. Absolutely love them. So Teen Wolf kind of naturally slotted in there. I never actually watched it since I was a kid, so I watched it again a couple of weeks ago in preparation for this episode, and I'm going to have to say I'm on the side of Mike with this one. Wasn't that great. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed watching it, but I got nothing from it, and I could have not watched it and been equally as happy within myself. So, and that also transitions onto the soundtrack as well. I really struggled to get a long episode out of this one, which is why it's so bare bones, really, because the songs that are available aren't really recognisable and really not that great. Although saying that, Silhouette, that has been stuck in my head all week. I don't even like the song, but I can't stop fucking singing it. But yeah, it's all good fun. I will say that I've known Lee from the Untitled Film Podcast for about 6 months, maybe. I've spoke to him every now and again on WhatsApp and Facebook, and I've been on a few podcasts with him. And every other sentence he's mentioned this film, so I tried to do my best for him on this, but honestly I wasn't really feeling it, and I found it a bit of a chore to make the episode, which probably comes across. I drank half a bottle of rum to record, and I think it came out alright, but sorry Lee, probably not the best episode I could have done. Yeah, it's alright. Go and watch Teen Wolf. Sunday afternoon kind of film, don't expect too much, and you'll probably enjoy it. If you like Michael J. Fox, then you've probably already seen it. If you don't like Michael J. Fox, then probably don't see it. But yeah, I'm sorry Lee, I think Mike was right on this one. It's not the best film. Yeah, and yeah, I agree, Styles is a massive knob. Do like his t-shirts though. Let's just listen to some more Teen Wolf 2 music. Much like the first film, I don't recognise any of the songs out of this one either, really, so I'll just put a couple on, let them play out, because I think we're only at about 40 minutes, 45 minutes so far, so we've got plenty of time. As mentioned, also, in the Untitled Film Podcast, I'm going to be guesting on there, reviewing The Craft, which is my choice. The lads haven't actually questioned why I've chose The Craft yet, so I suppose they're saving that for the episode. But it's kind of like one of them films from my past that's got a personal memory. I'm aware it's not the best film, but I've not seen it since it actually got released, so I'm looking forward to watching that, and I'll share my thoughts on their episode of The Craft. I don't think it's going to be episode number 8. I'm not sure when it will come out, but I think we're recording that this weekend. So, yeah, look forward to that one. Go and subscribe to the Untitled Film Podcast. Get them on Twitter and Facebook and Spotify. I think they're on. Podbean, they're definitely on there. iTunes, all the places. They're everywhere. Subscribe to Junk Cancel as well, because it's no good you going over there subscribing to them and not subscribing to me, although I won't be doing much. Do I need to still be talking? I mean, yeah, shut up, Dean. Yeah. Alright, ta-ra! Love ya. Bye. See ya.
Don't try to reach out, 'cause it's all right, she won't tell you just tonight. standing